Hi guys, this is your daily tarot reading for Wednesday the 16th of May. Thank you for joining me. I'm using the Wild Unknown Tarot for today's reading. Let's have a look at what the cards want you to be aware of and what the energy is all about. So we have the Five of Pentacles in reverse, we have Justice, and we have the Four of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so the Five of Pentacles is the bloom has come off the rose. It's over. This is a sense of rejection and things being difficult and really feeling like you're over the hill. And, you know, the flower has lost its appeal. That moment of blossoming is now past, and now it's time to wilt, and it's time to go away and to really, to end this and to start fresh. So to decompose and then to have another flower come up and to be beautiful. That's in reverse today. So there isn't a sense of constantly having to keep up on a physical, material level so that you can, you know, maintain your rosy bloom, which is a constant struggle, and which I think a lot of people have can relate to that. You know, if you're in a job and in a sales job or in an entertainment job or something like that, you're as good as your last performance, or you're as good as your last quarter's performance. And it's this constant struggle to keep your rose blooming, and you have to work and work and work. And then whoever is in this dress judging you with the yearly or quarterly assessment form is going to say, oh, we're a little bit down here, and that's going to take the bloom off your rose. And that is an ongoing fight that a lot of employed people will be able to identify with. That constant, I have to keep my head above water, I have to do what the employer asks of me, otherwise I'm going to be thrown out, I'm going to be rejected, and things are going to get even tougher financially if I don't meet these people's criteria. So it's this constant pressure of staying successful, attractive, efficient, beautiful, whatever it is that you feel you need to maintain a good life. That's in reverse today. It's not something that you have to worry about. What's stronger today is the Justice card, and the Justice card is the card of cause and effect. And it says that if you take certain action, you will get a certain outcome. You have free will and you can choose. In this deck, it adds a kind of moral aspect to it, because it's almost like you can choose between the good and the bad, the black cat and the white cat. But it doesn't really, it does work in that way, I suppose. If you decide to make money by arming a grocery store, then you will get the justice and the outcome of being caught and being punished for that crime. If you choose to spread love and kindness to the world by going to a disaster area and bringing relief, then you will get justice by having social acclaim and people really praising you for doing a good thing, and you'll get an award, and that's the outcome of your actions. So basically this card is actions do have consequences. And it's also, even though it's a major arcana card, it has a sword in it, so it's got the element of air associated with it. So your thoughts are the thing that's important today, and you really have control over your actions and the outcomes, because you're aware that the actions are going to have a certain effect. So it's interesting because you're almost stepping away, you're being you have a reprieve from the day-to-day grind and hustle of having to make ends meet, of having to meet your targets, of having to do everything that you're being asked to do. You have a reprieve. You can look at your life and really decide, what am I going to do now? What direction do I want to go in? Do I want to continue to be employed, or do I want to be self-employed? Do I really want to take a shortcut and kind of do something underhanded to make a lot of money and hurt other people and try not get caught? Or am I going to work on my invention that I've really, really cared about for a long time and create that and add something valuable to humanity so that everyone benefits? Whatever you decide, you have the time and space to look at your life, to see how you want to move forward and how you can make things better. Because this card indicates that something has to come to an end. Eventually, all of those petals are going to drop off. The stalk will be thrown in the bin, and then there'll be a search for another rose. So this can't go on. So the card is in reverse. It's a situation that's on hold today that you're in. You get to look at. And the Four of Pentacles, this way around, is about hanging on to everything you've got. Hanging on to your money and your job and your pension and your house. And I have to keep everything safe because I'm afraid that people are going to steal from me and I'm going to lose everything. And I'm also not getting any new money coming in. So I have to maintain what I've got, and I've got to hang on to everything that I've got for dear life. That's in reverse. And it's not just that you have this objective view of your career, you also have this sense of, I'm willing to let go. I'm willing to let go of the way I make money now, of my material circumstances, of my financial situation, because it is not the be-all and end-all. My purpose on earth here is not to keep up with the Joneses. My purpose on here is to be honest and authentic to myself and to exercise some form of justice for myself as well. If you feel like a good person, then it may be that, do you know what, I'm a good person, I'm ready to receive some good back because I've been doing good stuff. I don't think I'm being treated right in this job. I make a positive contribution. I'm not receiving anything back, so I'm going to let this go because it obviously doesn't seem to work for me. So something comes to an end. Some difficult, well, it doesn't come to an end, but what comes to an end is your perception of it as your only option. So the job that you're in, or the relationship where you're constantly walking on eggshells and you never feel like you're good enough, it doesn't come to an end, but you see it for what it is for the first time. That you're constantly working and that the bloom is really off that rose by now. And you're still in it, you're going to have to take some action, and the best way forward is to let go of this rather than to hold on to it and to try and fix it. Because this is a natural process. Once it's over, it's over. You can't revive that rose. You can only replace it with a new one. So, important thing is to make a decision and to make a good decision. You know, just because you've been hurt in a relationship or your employer treated you badly, don't decide to join to become a mafioso to get them back. That's just creating more negativity. The whole point of this is to be lifted out of negativity and to be able to do something independently of your own, to let go and to then make space for a better idea to come in so that you can put that into practice, you can put that into action. It will be a new relationship, or it will start to generate a new income for you. And then you can let go of this existing day job and you can enjoy the wonderful consequences of your action that you took today, the decision to let go of this or to see it for what it is and to replace it with something new and to make plans to transition from one situation into the next. And that's all down to you. No one else is going to do it. You have to do that for yourself. Number-wise, we've got 5 and 8 is 13 and 4 is 17. 1 and 7 is 8, and 8 is power in numerology. So you have the absolute power to make a decision. You don't just have to keep up. It's interesting. It's almost like a pair of spectacles descends from the universe and they place themselves on your nose and you start to look through them and you start to see your life in a totally different way. and you see that you've been hanging on to something for much longer than you should have hung on to it, and that there are better things waiting for you in the future, and you have a lot more power and independent, or the ability to independently affect circumstances in your life, and you're not doing that right now because you're just living someone else's purpose and not your own. So it's an opportunity to seize your purpose by letting go of something that doesn't work and making that space so that you can build something new and more positive in your future. Just want to double check the cards because I think I had a bit of a blank moment there. We have 4 and 8 is 12 and 5 is 17. Yep. So that's 8. So you have all the power. Not your boss, not the money. You and your higher power, your higher self, make a decision that will lead you to a different future. Also check out the videos on the new moon in Taurus that happened yesterday and Uranus moving into Taurus yesterday, because they will give you an insight into what this time is about. It's about looking at what your soul mission is, why you're here, and actually implementing that and starting to work on that and letting go of things that no longer serve you. And the cards are echoing that sentiment very strongly. So they obviously want you to know that. So look at those 2 other videos as well. They'll give you more information on that. And remember that you're strong. You don't need anyone's permission or approval. You can do what you like. I hope you have a wonderful day. If you would like a private reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. Click on the readings tab to audio reading. Please remember to subscribe to this YouTube channel, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.